"This isn't over. I want my son," shouted Darren as he was led away. He struggled against the restraints around his wrists and tried to pull away from the guards leading him from the courtroom, but they were too strong for him despite Darren's huge frame. Spittle flew from his mouth as he continued his threats, face burning with rage. Kate stared at her ex-husband as he was led from the dock before grabbing her bag and fleeing from the oppressive courtroom. "Kate, wait," called D.I. Ziggy Thorns, but Kate wasn't stopping for anyone. Her desire to escape was all-encompassing and drove her forward. Racing down the courthouse steps, she faltered for a second as she saw Ryan leaning against a plinth, cigarette hanging from the corner of his mouth. He casually waved, but she ignored him. "Kate!" Ziggy was still chasing after her, urging her to stop or at least slow down, but Kate continued on her way, ignoring the shouts. She hurried to the main road and jumped into the car that was waiting. Once inside, she let out a deep breath. She turned to her son strapped into his booster seat. "You okay, sunshine?" she asked, leaning through the gap and rubbing his leg. Joe nodded his head as he sucked furiously on the lollipop that was rammed firmly in his mouth. "Are you okay?" asked Fiona. Kate didn't answer her sister immediately, not really sure what to say as Fiona pulled away from the curb. Kate loosened the scrunchie that was holding back her unruly red hair and tried with little success to neaten it up. "I'm fine. I just need to get home." Kate slumped down in her seat, breathing deeply in an attempt to calm her racing heartbeat and stop her hands from shaking. "So, what did he get?" 4 years. "Shit. Did you know?" Kate was instantly alert. "What do you mean, did I know?" "That he would get that long." Kate exhaled. "Oh, right. Yeah, his solicitor said it might be longer, though." Fiona turned onto the ring road heading towards North Leeds, where Kate and Joe currently lived. "So, what happens now?" "I'm not sure. I need to get home. Ziggy is meeting me there." With little traffic around, Fiona made the journey in no time and pulled up outside the 2-bedroom terrace that until recently had been home to Kate, Joe, and Darren. Fiona was shocked with how quickly events had progressed, but she fully understood Kate's reasons for needing to leave. The 3 of them exited the car and made their way to the front door. Kate hesitated and turned to Fiona. "I think it's best if we say goodbye now." Fiona was taken aback. "Really? Don't you want a hand?" She was reluctant to leave until she knew her younger sister and nephew were safe. "Yeah, honestly, Fee. You've been brilliant and I can't thank you enough, but it's for the best." Kate was fiddling with the front door key, torn between wanting to enter the house and prolonging the goodbye to her sister. "Joe, give Auntie Fee a kiss. She has to go now." Joe had been standing in the front yard, hopping from foot to foot. He was desperate for a wee, willing his mom to open the door. He stepped forward and threw his arms around his aunt. Fiona leant down and kissed the top of his head whilst returning his cuddle. "Be a good boy for Mummy, okay?" She squeezed him a little tighter, and Joe feared he would wee right there and then. "Okay, I will." He released himself from the bear hug and looked up at his mom. "I really need to pee." Kate looked down at her son, smiled and opened the front door. Joe pushed past her and headed straight for the downstairs loo. She turned back to her sister. "Don't cry, Fee. If I start, I'll never stop." Fiona shook her head and wiped her face with her coat sleeve. "Well, I guess I'll see you soon then. I'll let you know when we're settled." Kate took a step forward and held on to her sister tightly, not knowing when or if she would see her again. "Come on, go. You know we both hate goodbyes." She playfully pushed Fiona away. "Please, take care of yourself," she whispered as she returned Kate's hug, then turned away. Kate pushed the front door open and stepped inside, closing it slowly behind her. The house felt empty, lifeless. "Kate? Kate, are you there?" Kate recognised the brusque voice and the slight Liverpudlian accent and threw the front door open. "Of course I'm here. Where the hell else would I be?" Tension and stress spilled over into her voice.